Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Joey Sly. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he works free. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
McCaffrey on the
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a
shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
For a Carolina Panther.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater again. Found his target. It's Anderson. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll pick up a 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, Meadows. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Meadows pass.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll keep him on the ground with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and
from the shotgun to give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the button.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And his pass incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
It's now much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
Looking to throw. Meadows. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Meadows pass.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
McCaffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it.
That's another.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Able to get away. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They got him in. It's Woods. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Throwing on first down. Meadows. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, Meadows. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
16 yards.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
41.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating for the gun. Meadows. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
A 28-yard.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Meadows. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On 2nd and 2, Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Meadows. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Meadows. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Complete to
Scotty Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25. Carolina
getting set to take the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and the Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 55, Mike.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Operating from the gun, Meadows. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Meadows. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
13 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, Meadows. And he finds Howard complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's the end of it.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Jones. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sacked.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Hey, do it. Hey, let's do the flag.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Meadows. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15. First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, Meadows. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Meadows. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, Bridgewater again. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So time has run